There was a season in my life where I distanced myself from the one person who always had my back, my grandmother. And the hardest part, she didn't deserve it. Proverbs 27:17 says, "Iron sharpens iron, and one person sharpens another." My grandmother was always iron in my life. She sharpened me, covered me, corrected me, protected me, and somehow I let distance come between us. The distance. There was a time when I was so controlled, so influenced, that I allowed someone else's insecurities to affect how I saw the woman who raised me. My grandmother supported every dream I ever had, every need, every want. She practically raised me. But I began hearing things like, "You were taught by the wrong teacher," little comments, small insults, Granny Jr., and slowly I pulled back. Not because she hurt me, but because I was trying to make things easier at home. I thought if I created distance, things would improve, but they didn't. Instead, I went almost a year without talking to my best friend, and that silence hurt me more than it ever helped anything. Isolation versus wisdom. Proverbs 18:1 says, "Whoever isolates himself seeks his own desire. He breaks out against all sound judgment." Isolation is a tactic. God never designed us to cut off wise counsel. And I see now, some distance wasn't protection. It was insecurity. It was intimidation. But God. James 1:5 says, "If any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, and it will be given." When I pulled away from her, I gave myself fully to God. And what's beautiful is this. God started teaching me the same things my grandmother had been telling me all along. The wisdom she planted, God watered. The generational pattern. I remember the first time I thought I disappointed her. When I got pregnant with my first child, I felt shame. I knew she wanted more for me. I knew she wanted generational cycles broken. So instead of leaning into her, I pulled away for months. But she never stopped loving me. Proverbs 17:17 says, "A friend loves at all times," and that's who she's always been, my friend, my ride or die, standing by me whether I was right or wrong. The truth I want her to know. Grandma, I love you. I appreciate you. Your love has always been unconditional, even when we bumped heads. Even when I didn't listen, even when I distanced myself. There are things I heard growing up that maybe I wasn't ready to hear so young, being around the beauty shop, adult conversations, life happening loudly around me. But even in that, you were building strength in me. You were preparing me. And there's something else I need to say. My stepfather, he really was good to me, even when I acted like he wasn't. There was a moment I felt uncomfortable once, but he never crossed a line. He disciplined me when I needed it. And honestly, looking back, I probably deserved that spanking. Ephesians 6:1-2 says, "Children, obey your parents in the Lord. Honor your father and mother, which is the first commandment with a promise." As an adult, I understand that honor looks different. And today, I choose honor. God restored what pride almost ruined. Joel 2:25 says, "I will restore the years that the locust has eaten." I almost let pride, fear, and manipulation create a permanent gap between me and the woman who covered me in prayer my whole life. But God restored it. He opened my eyes. He showed me that wisdom isn't control, support isn't competition, and love isn't meant to isolate. Life isn't promised, and I refuse to let another season pass without my grandmother knowing, you mattered. You still matter, and the seeds you planted are finally blooming. When Grandma was right all along, that's healing generationally.